As the founder of one of the largest online news platforms in Indonesia, Damar Juniarto strives to keep content on his website credible and authentic. The rise in circulation of false information online has prompted the Indonesian President Joko Widodo to take immediate action. Recently, the rumor of the influx of Chinese workers in Indonesia created a nationwide stir. Social media posts stated that millions of laborers from China were illegally entering Indonesia and putting pressure on blue-collar workers in the country. The news triggered wide criticism from netizens towards the Indonesian government.
Di masa sekarang, Facebook menjadi sebuah platform.
Social media has become the place where people turn to get the latest news. Most of them don't even bother to check if the source is credible. They see links and posts shared by their closest friends and right away assume it must be the truth.
Dan itu menjadikan orang.
The Ministry of Communications and Information is working to monitor that by supporting a new campaign created by a group of journalists called Anti-Hoax Society, aiming at filtering out fake news.
The government does not operate based on rumors. We hope relations between China and Indonesia can remain stable. Right now, our challenge is to educate the masses not to fall into the trap of reading false news, especially citizens on the outskirts of Indonesia who rely heavily on social media and generally believe most of what they read.
The tension fueled by fake news could threaten Indonesia's economic ambitions, possibly disrupting the flow of Chinese investments and tourists into the country. The Indonesian government recently revised the electronic information law in the country. Now authorities have the rights to sentence those suspected of spreading hate and false information online. If a person is found guilty, the article carries a maximum of 6 years in prison and fines amounting to nearly $60,000 US. But experts like Damar are concerned that the revised law limits freedom of speech.
The new articles introduced under the ITE law proves that the government is the only one that can determine posts they find negative or controversial. That is concerning because if the process of blocking certain news isn't clear or transparent, it shows abuse of power.
With more than 80 million social media users in the country, fake news spreads faster than ever in Indonesia. The challenge is for the government to minimize the damage and reduce the reach of misleading news. Silkina, Ahluwalia, CGTN, Jakarta.